everyone. Welcome to Instagram Live to Coach Venus. Thanks for coming. I'm coming at you from West Virginia from World Team Tennis. And today I'm so excited. We have a hydro. And we're going to work out with Michelle Sosa. And I can't wait to see what this workout is. I'm always learning, always working out. Now, if you guys know, I've returned back to play. Yay! I'm back to play, so not with you as often, but always here with you in spirit. And we're going to have some special editions of Instagram Live, so stay tuned. I'm going to have a tight, mean 15-minute burn on core and on arms today. So guys, I am going to just say hello to some of the folks here and then get Michelle on from Hydro. So just hello to Slam and Sam. Hi. Jacko Egos, Unrar, and then I'm going to add Hydro right now. There we go. Won't be long.
Hey, what's up?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm gonna turn me this way.
Almost.
I'm kind of upside down. Hold on, let me take me out.
That's okay.
Ooh. How are you?
I'm amazing. How are you?
Good, I love your braids.
Thank you, I love yours. I went summery, so I was like, pink. But on the court, I have them pulled up, tied together. It's like action.
Beautiful. I know when we work out. Okay, am I here?
Yep, there you are.
Okay, perfect. I'm like putting it
So
in my little thing. I keep pushing the side button, it just like goes black. Okay, cool. All right, now we're in. We're in there.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much for joining.
Thanks for having me.
About what we're going to do today.
Okay, so we are doing this workout with, I am a super strong, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. Good, I'm not the only one with technical difficulties, that's good. So this was given to you by my coach, Peter Donahoe, and I'm a super strong believer in having a coach yourself. I've done things without having a coach, and I just went like that. So Peter's great. He does a lot of activation. We use a lot of our core. We use a lot of our glutes. This is a lot of mobility. We know that you are kind of getting back into tennis, so we don't want to burn you out in any way. Peter is super good with like saving our bodies for like the important stuff. And then we go through this kind of stuff daily, and I just feel really strong. So it's kind of mostly core, some legs, hips, all that kind of stuff.
Perfect.
Yeah, so are we ready to get into it, or we're ready to go? Let's go.
Okay, so I left my headphones inside. I thought I had them, so I should be able to hear you.
Yes. Okay, let me make sure I'm a little far back out and see us. Okay. Perfect. So we're going to start out with a little bit of a stretch. We're going to come over to the side. You guys can join in with us. Even if you're on your couch, it's very inviting, this workout. So we're going to send one leg back. It's kind of like a half stretch. And we're going to take one arm. The arm that has the knee in front, that same arm comes across. And we're going to rotate toward that knee. You're going to feel your balance get tested here and come back. We're going to go 5 each side. See that, Venus? Anyone have a straight line between your head to the back of your foot?
I need this rotation bad. Thank you.
Yes. And let me watch you too. You're getting in that straddle. Good. And actually, I want you to use that other elbow to go back. So twist the other way.
Twist the other way?
Yes. And then widen that stance just a little bit. Yes. Wide. There we go. Yeah. Good. And try to have a nice tall spine. We're going to do 5. So just keep moving. You're perfect there. Yep. Perfect. Yep. One more. Let's go one more this side, and then we'll switch sides. Yep. Good. Now switch legs. We're going to switch legs. Good. So that knee that's in front, that same arm is going to be right in front as well. And we're going to turn towards that knee. Straight line from my head all the way to my ankle. There we go. So we're turning into the knee. The same that's ahead, that's the same arm that's bent. Nice.
Okay, so what is this good for?
So this is really good for thoracic mobility. Another way, let me have you try it another way. So I want to be sensitive to your knees, but this is really good on your knees too. So do this variation with me. Let's go down to the knees.
Okay.
We'll do the same thing. I wanted to kind of save your knees a little bit, but this is a really good one. That knee is up, same arm as knee is bent. Good, and we're reaching up, that front arm is sliding across the chest. The elbows coming up to the side. Rotate back in. There we go, and widen that stance of those legs a little bit farther.
Okay, perfect. Let me get a mat.
You got it. And this is perfect. It's just flow. I want you to feel like nice, slow, and control. We don't have to go super fast on any of these.
Okay.
Excellent.
Get a wider stance.
Nice. Okay, yeah, that's a nice wide stance. So the same knee that's in front, that's the bent arm.
Okay.
So bend that same arm, that's the same as the knee, and we're going to turn toward the bent knee. Really sink into that hip. Nice. Good. 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 We're going to come back up off that floor. So come back up standing. Nice. We're going to go to a bird dog just to still save those knees. You can do all these things on the ground in a four-leg stance, but you can also do them sitting up nice and tall. So we're going to be here. We're holding onto our abs. We're going to send our hips back. Now, opposite arm and opposite leg. Hinge. Send opposite arm and opposite leg back. Hold it and stand. You'll realize it's very tough. Opposite arm and opposite leg. Good. Let me come in and watch. That's nice. Good. Stand right back up. Feel the core. Tighten up. Same side. Go again. Good. We're going to do 5 of these and hold. Nice. That's perfect. Perfect. Venus has that perfect form. One more time. That's 3. Good. Good. Opposite arm and opposite leg. 2 more. 4. Last one on the side. And 5. Nice and long. Stand back up. Now we're just going to do the other side. 5. Nice, slow flow. You can kind of feel that core engaging. Ready?
Okay.
Elongate the arm and the leg. Bend forward. Stand up. You're squeezing the glute a little bit on the way up. Send it back out. We have 5 repetitions. Squeeze the glutes in. Good. Core is engaged. That belly button is tucked away. Belly button right against the spine. Squeeze the glutes. 2 more. Stand up. Last one. Elongate out. Send the back leg out. Nice. I encourage you again. You're sitting on that couch. Just stand up. I'm already sweating. We just stood up. We just did this. I got my sweat on. All right. So sitting here, how you feeling, Venus? Good. All right. So the next one, I'm also going to be to the side of you. It's like a cat-cow. So we're breathing. Send it out. We can do a little bit taller. We're getting some extension, flexion, and extension of the spine. So let's start 5 cat-cows. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. Another one you can do on all 4s. This cat-cow is really popular. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Round the spine. Tuck the tail. Last one. Breathe in. Nice. Breathe out. Alrighty, so that's the beginning phase. You got a little sweat on you and everything. So we're going to get into some of the hip stuff. So I'm standing up and nice and tall. My hips or my core is engaged. All I'm doing for the first 5 each side is just grabbing my knee. Good. Your balance is going to be tested. So let's start all together on this one. Ready? There we go. We're going to do 10 total. 5, I'm going to look straight forward. 5, I'm going to start
I'm ready.
2. Good. 3. Yep. 3. Good. I'm just coming a little closer so I can see you. 4. 4. There we go. 5. Hold the 4. 5. Now we're going to add the turn. Bring up the knee. Turn towards that knee. Good. Feel the core. You're going to balance here. 5 each side. That was 1 each side. Breathing. Nice and slow flow. Perfect. Good. You got 3 more each way. I love your breathing. I can hear it from here. Good. Switch it. We got 1 more each side. That's 5. Ooh. And last one. Turn it. All right. This one we're just going to pike over just a little bit. It's a hurdle and stretch. My knees are nice and bent. I'm just going to go up and back. You can kind of keep my arms here. I'm going to feel a lot of my abs working here. So I want to do 10 each side. So we're going to jump in those all together. Ready? Let's focus all to the side. Arms are out. Bring that knee up. Woo. Send it back. Eventually you're going to feel that. Now let's get on that.
And that back leg goes right behind you.
What was that?
When you go backwards, where does that foot land?
It's going to land right back underneath that hip.
Okay.
Yep. Good. If you need to have a little balance point in the back, that's fine too. You come back here. Ooh. Oh yeah, make all the room for those hips. We're making a lot of space in these hips. 10 total. We got 3 more. Nice and tall up. Good. We got a little bend in that spine. Last one. And up. Nice. Let's go the other side. We're just going to bend forward just a little teeny hair. Bring the knee up. Your core is engaged here. Touch a little bit farther back. So I gave you a little wrong instruction there. I told you to bring it back right here. Touch a little farther in the back. See that spot? Come forward. Good. Still pike over just a little bit. My knee, nice and bent. Good. You got 4 more on this side. Keep it up. That's nice. Good. I love working those hips. I always need to kind of work those out from all that rowing. Good.
I like this one.
Yeah, I love this one too. All right, so we're going to get a little funky. We're going to get our bodies a little bit more loose. It's just a nice hip circle. So my hips are just going around for 10. My head kind of stays right in the same spot. I always get in trouble for moving my head around. The hips move. Let's move them a little bit quicker. 3 more circles. Then we're going to move them the other way. 2, 1. Other way. Go. Ooh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the knees. Come on down here. We're going to go a little quicker. Nice circles. Yeah, I always want to dance and stuff like this. That was fun. Good. Come back. There you go. Next time I do this, I'm going to do this on a whole iPad. Beautiful. Beautiful. So these ones are easy. So we're just going to do some squats. Those are super easy. Let's make sure we get ourselves all nice and set up. We're just going to have our feet hip width apart. We're going to splay the toes out just a little bit to a diagonal, and our knees are going to kind of track that same diagonal. We're going to send our hips back. Just go ahead and squat 10 times. Come back up. 9. Good. Jump right on in. 8. Go a little quicker here. That'll get our cardio up just a tiny little bit. 4. Good. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Good job. Good job. Last one in this little circuit we'll do is, let me check our time. Last one here we'll do is a Frankenstein. So again, that uses our core, that uses our whole lower body. Arms are going to be up, and we're just going to lift. Same arm, same leg. Let that movement come right from the core. Good.
So both arms are, oh, okay, so arms are,
Yes, yes, yep. 4, yep. 4, good. Nice, slow control. Grabbing your abs. 3, I love it. 2, good. Spine's nice and tall. 2, 1, and 1. Beautiful. Excellent. So that is a Peter Donahoe original. We do a lot of like on the mat stuff with our hydro. So sometimes we'll combo workout. Have you done any of our combos?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, we have like it's kind of like a setup like this. So we have like a hydro here, and then we'll have like a platform, and you'll come and do abs or something like that. So you can kind of like switch on.
Much.
Yeah, thank you.
Exercises. I'm actually going to use that tomorrow when I warm up for practice.
Oh, excellent.
So I'll be thinking of you and Peter tomorrow morning. And also, I really like that last one also for hip flexors. I have a hip flexor on the right that I have to, is chronically weaker than the other.
Yeah.
So I like that one too.
Mm-hmm.
And also all the mobility, because I don't know about yours, my thoracic is always like.
Yes. Yeah, I kind of find like a lot of us people, I used to be a personal trainer before this, but a lot of people come in with the same issues, and I just love working to just make you feel a little better. I know like you're a career athlete. Little segue, I actually remember you on a magazine cover when you were very young, and you had like white beads in your hair, and your hair is braided. Do you remember that?
Back in the day.
Yeah, so that was like the first time I really saw, you on the cover. So the fact that you are still playing tennis to this day, like, that's insane.
Thank you. I love it. It's a great job. I love being outside. I love the challenge of it. And thank you so much for the encouragement, because I'm going to keep going, especially this year. Yeah. We have to. How have you been dealing with quarantine?
Quarantine was really cool for me because sometimes I would like shy away from going outside with a lot of the stress. So it was able to make it okay for me to like stay at home, gather my energy. I would go out for these longer walks in the morning, and I had to learn different ways of like coping mechanisms, because like you can't just go out and see your friends, or I started more journaling. So me and quarantine got along. But sometimes I feel like athletes live a little bit in a quarantine situation sometimes.
Yes, I agree. I love your experience too of just walking on, and then recognizing your talent, and then you're recruited to one of the best schools in the nation. How does that happen?
Yeah, it's funny. Okay, so
give everyone a little bit of background, because not everyone knows the story.
Sure. So I'm from South Dakota, and I'm a rower. It's just really interesting. I came to rowing at it was Rollins College was the first place I went. That's in Florida, and then I went to Michigan State University, and their school was immaculate. I love sports, so it was like my dream to be in a school filled with other athletes like that. It was a crazy experience. But I used to play basketball, and I was really into people like you. I love my braids. I was like such a tomboy, and for whatever reason, I didn't continue basketball. And I said, you know what, I'll just let the sports go. I'll just let it go. And someone came up to me, and I think they kind of saw me, walking around campus. They said, hey, you want to join this team? And I didn't join at the beginning, because I really don't join things unless I'm going to like really stick with them. So I was like, you know what, let me see. This smaller built girl, she was like doing the rowing team. I was like, I'm going to see if she quits or if she doesn't like it. I hung back. So I waited 6 weeks. I still was curious. I did it. It ended up like being a duck to water. And, I'm like a Black woman, so there's not a lot of us in our sport. And I was like, if I was like so good at it, and I just had the resources, I wanted like other people to be able to do that. So even though like sometimes it was really hard to stick with it, especially through college, because like you just get up and you do whatever the team needs you to do. It's a big sacrifice for all the things that you do get. But things like I think I read about like you battling with like even like autoimmune disorders and stuff, like where you're actually working really hard. So sometimes like as a personal trainer, I like to talk to people who like work themselves to death. And I'm like, okay, come here. So that's kind of like who I like to talk to.
Understand that most of the time in the gym, especially, I work myself to failure. I finally just have to leave because I just have nothing left.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you're like, okay, one more exercise, and then finally you're like, I have to go. I can't do anymore. And then you go again the next day, and you just can't be intimidated by it. I love that, though. I don't know how you picked up the technique so quickly, just to someone ask you, and then you're on the team, and then you have that pressure to win, and dealing with that pressure too. Do you also, how do you find that in your life now? How do you, because apparently you like that pressure.
Yeah.
So how do you, once you were done playing, doing your rowing, how do I say that? Once you were done rowing.
How did I kind of transfer all that stuff?
Once you were done playing.
Yeah. I love to compete. I think that competing is this thing where it's like you're in the moment and you're competing, but like for me, because I'm kind of like a career competitor, I want to like have lunch afterwards, or like that's actually a really good friend of mine, or even like we're not really friends, we have like this respect for each other. So like I just see like so many humanity purposes. I love like Olympic stuff where it's like intertwining different communities, and I didn't know that I was going to be in a community like rowing where, you know, I would feel, you know, I feel special. I feel happy to be a little bit different, and to kind of like hang in there, and like kind of just like, because I get a little scared, especially like when I'm on the water. I'm actually very scared of like what might be in there or something, but I'm like, don't do it. I can hear my like brothers or sisters or cousins being like, you're gonna get eaten. So you overcome stuff like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. So what are your favorite workouts for yourself to stay active? Because I mean, personally for me, I like anything that's fast paced. I'm doing a lot of working out off of the court as well. Even on the court, I like, you know, of course I like certain things, but what is your go-to?
I really actually like just like dribbling and shooting around and kind of just like playing with my ball handling skills. I miss like having those type of skills. It's different than rowing. Rowing is nice actually because you can kind of like sit and like ride a little bit. I've had to fall in love with like the rowing motion. And I would encourage anyone, like hydro is cool because it brings rowing like into someone's living room where you don't have to have water, but you can always take that second experience and kind of like get that bug and be like, maybe I could like try it or whatever. But it's like the scenery is so cool. I like being outdoors, I guess. What else? What other things? And I again, I would say the type of exercises that are restorative and not always like taking so much away from us and being so hardcore all the time. I think I ran out of like hardcore energy, and so like once I ran out of energy, I felt really like lost and confused. I was like, I'm so hardcore about exercise, and then one day, like I don't know if you just use it up, but I had to like learn how to like, you know, do exercise for love and for myself instead of just for competition and like, because I love all that. but it's tiring.
So you and I joke that we're going to do bodybuilding once we're done.
I believe in you guys.
We're going to become bodybuilders just for us. We're not going to compete. But actually, that would be crazy. Maybe we should.
Well, it's so cool. Like, to be honest, I really enjoy like the anti-aging benefits of like lifting. I actually started lifting when I was in 8th grade, which is like a little earlier than most people. But I think it actually helped me during like the time when I started doing rowing, because I had like basketball. I had a really good work ethic. I was from the Midwest, which I think is like super work ethic centric. I had honestly like people like you that I was looking up to seriously. So stuff like that. Like what is it like for you to have that, you know, like that input, like, you know, someone like me that is very endearing to you? Like, what is that like?
Honestly, it's very encouraging, because I think you know what it's like to be an athlete. You're in the trenches. It's not glamorous.
No.
You that in when you have the trophy, but
yeah.
If you aren't pushing yourself to pain at every moment, then you aren't doing your job.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of like every day is painful, and every day I'm fighting to be better. And so I think those moments of encouragement, when you say, wow, that was encouraging for me that you did that,
yeah,
then it encourages me to like to keep that going, you know?
Yeah. I think Hydra really actually did that for me, because like at first I was like, I don't know if it's hardcore enough, I don't know, da da da. But actually, like I came to Hydra. I was super open-minded, and I did a Hydra workout the first time. And I got up and I almost threw up, because in my mind, you know, my competition side, I know you've probably done it too. Like you want to get to the top of the leaderboard, and I was like, oh my gosh, it was hard. Like, and so I gave it so much more respect, and also it just like grew on me to not just do the painful stuff, to actually stop and help someone, teach someone, and things like that.
Completely agreed. Okay, so we have a special code.
Yes.
For today. So can you tell us about the offer that we're running right now?
Yes. So actually, I even have some 11 Venus pants on right now. Anyways, you sent me a package. Hold on, can I gush about your package really quick?
Yeah, please.
Okay, so you sent me a package. The pants fit perfectly. Like,
perfect.
It's all like, I can wear this like this, and I love this. It's like a comfy Hydra shirt we have too. But you know, I can pull it up here. I can run to the mall. You sent me like the visor, and then the other cool thing was that T-shirt you sent with the cap sleeves. I actually wear that not to work out at all. I wear it with like really nice. I like polo shorts and stuff like that. I like dress it up, and I love it. Fits so good. So
I'm so glad. Thank you.
Yes. So that promo code is Coach Venus at 11 Venus, and you guys can get that apparel there.
Perfect. And then we have an offer too for Hydra Row, telling us about, so it's Venus. And the last thing I want to ask is the full body experience of Hydra Row, because a lot of people will say, well, it's just rowing.
Yeah.
But can you tell people about what that full body experience is? Because I do have a rower also in my gym, obviously.
Yeah. So. I thought I was a really hardcore athlete. I thought I was basketball, and I would run, and I'd work out, and I did all this stuff. And then I did rowing, and I was like, oh my gosh. I did my first race, which is like the first time you're really, really all out. And then I remember they carted me back up to the start, because I was on freshman and the varsity team. They carted me back up to the finish line, or back up to the starting line, so I could do it again. And I was like, everything was burning up and down, and that actually has you actually mentioned that before about the pressure. That's something that you kind of like just learn to like kind of live through, and you're able to like do a lot more things like mentally, because you can do that uncomfortable thing. So like even if you're adding that hydro, because like I guess, what do you think about the hydro type experience with cross training?
I gotta say, I like using it especially for intervals.
Yeah.
That's my favorite thing to do, is to really bust out some intervals, and then sometimes in the beginning or the end of the workout, then bust out a long one, like 5 minutes to 10 minutes of high intensity, and then also adding in intervals. So I've used mine for really specific training that's specific to tennis. And that's the thing, is you can use it for whatever goal you're going towards.
Right.
So I like that about it.
Yeah, like as a specialized athlete, like you found your way to use that. And actually, like Peter talks about that all the time. My coach, he's like, I don't want you doing a million meters and minutes. He's like, I want you to focus, boom, 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 high intensity. So like, but then again, for a person that just needs to get in 20, 30 minutes, boom, you're gonna feel it all up and down. But we were talking.
And did you use that for cross training also?
Well, when I was a
rower, when you were a rower.
It helped
because
me.
I was at UCLA once, and the rowing came in, and the girls came in, and they were just on the rower, and I'm just watching the student athletes, and just that flow that they had together. It was awesome to watch. But I don't know anything about rowing, and I saw that they were doing that for cross training. So I don't know if it mimics it enough what you're doing in the water though.
We get a lot of like football likes to do it. Volleyball will come because it's also not too hard on the knees. I'm sure it's like literally wonderful for tennis because you do a lot of like cardiovascular, but you're not always trying to keep moving in this agility pattern. So you kind of like stay on that path and course. And then like it's kind of cool when you're with your team because you do get into like a cyclical thing. Like you just forget about certain things. And it just comes with time, you know, like as you get comfortable, you just learn to enjoy things. You know, it's a learning thing. That's a learning too.
Agree. Well, it's so nice getting to know you, and so awesome that you came on Coach Venus, and awesome that you've also helped us to raise you and Hydro $447.48 for the Equal Justice Initiative. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
You are awesome. And I wanted to let everyone know that they can grab their hydros. You can get $100 off if you use code word Venus. All capitals, you can grab it at hydro.com. We want to see you on the water. Venus is out there. I'm out there. We are all here to take care of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
We got to do like a rowing dance.
I love it. I like can't stop dancing. I'm like, I'm a playlist woman.
Oh, I danced nonstop. I was in the grocery store the other day, and everyone was looking at me. They're like, "What's she doing?"
I know.
I don't care.
See, that's it. That's it. That is the perfect thing, that you don't care. And I thank you for just giving us that, because that's something that I'm still developing, just like as a woman, as like I'm just hitting my 30s, and I'm like, hair flip, rowing, let's get it. So,
living in the moment, and you just go, and
yes.
There's nothing more fun than that. My mom is like that too, so I think I inherited it from her.
My mom reminds me of Oprah. Like, I can't, like, when I hear her voice, like, it's, so these strong women figures, like, we really just need to see them more and more. And so, like, I thank you for, you've done your 100% job, and you're giving all of us so much, like, energy and life. So, like, I really, really appreciate that. Because, like, out of the trenches, there's probably a million me's, but, like, one other thing was, one time I had the opportunity to be in the U.S. Open at New York City, and you were playing Serena, and I was like, you don't know who's gonna play, like, when you buy your tickets. So I thought I was gonna get yours, but you were right before me, and I was just like, but you know, I'll have all my spirits with you, and I hope you do well with your next tournament.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Be well, please. Many blessings.
Yes. Yes, have a good rest of the night.
Thank you. I'll be thinking of you tomorrow when I do the exercises in my warm-up.
Oh, good night.
Thanks.
Bye.
So, thank you so much, Hydro. I love that workout. Also, it was very functional. Sometimes we have to slow down and actually get our body moving and stretching before we, or functional, you know? Like right now, my lower back is not moving, so I'm gonna have to go fix that. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to serve. Can you imagine serving and your back doesn't move? So I'll be working on today. And part of that is making sure your upper back is moving too. So I'm so happy we worked on that. And I can't wait to get home to my rower. But for now, I'm back on court and back playing. Let me get this straight. So guys, usually we do a Q&A, but I have a tight schedule today. I still have more work to do today. So with that being said, I will add an extra Q&A this week. So just stay on the watch for that. So that way we can just do a Q&A, and I'll ask you questions beforehand, and we'll pick a subject like motivation or something like that we can talk about that'll hopefully be beneficial to all. So please be well. Remember, be safe. Practice your social distancing. Wear your mask when you're out. Remember, this is not over yet. We're still coming back with you with Coach Venus. And thank you so much, everyone, for helping to raise money. $552.48. And I remember I'm matching every donation. And also remember to go to my link in bio so you can opt in for email updates to know when we're working out, who we're working out with, what time that's all those things you need to know, so that way you can stay involved. And we have a special code for everyone on Coach Venus. It's called Coach Venus. That code you can use at 11byvenus.com. So that way you can stay active, moving, strong, and we'll give you everything you need to be well from head to toe, right in here and right in here. Oh, my guns aren't big enough right now. Not bad. It's not terrible. I'm working on it. All right, guys. I will see you soon. Take care. Be well. Lots of love. Lots of aces. Lots of bicep curls. Bye.